Alright, hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Oracle Moon Tarot, and I'm Renee, and today we'll be doing a pick a card reading on what's coming towards you for December. So this will be a timeless reading, so you can just go back and look at it at any point in time. Yeah, so let's get started with these cards. So the first group we have Soda Light. Second group is Howlite. I believe it's Soda Light. I think it is. The third group is, I believe it's Jade. The fourth group is Amethyst. So we have groups 1, 2, 3, and 4, and let's get started. Okay, so we have donations, tithing, and charitable work in the near future, relationships, wedding. Hold this over here. Okay. We have temperance. Okay, can we see those? All right. So let's get started with this one. All right, so I'm seeing that an issue that some of you are having it has to do with donating your time, giving monetarily to. Perhaps some of you go to church on a regular basis, or you're attending some type of some type of spiritual or religious organization. I'm seeing that some of you are not really giving what you could to these places. Maybe you could give $1 here or 50 cents there. Whenever you go, just give something monetarily. Even if you can't give monetarily, perhaps you can give something back in the way of your time, such as volunteering. When there's programs going on or some type of services, special events that these places may be having. Also, too, I'm seeing that some of you have to do charitable work. And this could be any type of work, this could be helping a family member or a friend out when they're in need. I'm not talking about helping someone out who is just a user, who's just trying to take advantage. I'm talking about really giving back to someone who genuinely needs the help. But you'll know when someone, could use your services because you'll just feel it. It's just a knowing that you'll have. And perhaps you may hear others talking about them too. But yeah, so it's like, and you can just be a listening ear to someone who really just needs someone to talk to. When you do these things, even when if you give back, in however way you choose to, this will come back to you many times over. When I tell you, the universe will send it back to you. I remember some years ago, I was really struggling financially, but I love animals, so I saw this one story in the paper about a cat. She needed the local animal shelter here was trying to raise at least $2,000 to pay for her surgery and the related recovery costs. So, I mean, it really touched me. I didn't have a lot of money. I didn't, and I just had a child, and so I really scraped together what I could to send in to this animal shelter. And when I tell you, I don't remember what I got. I think it was like $20. I got a money order and just sent it in. Because I saw this, like, even though we may say we're struggling, to us, to another person, that person may say, well, you know what, you're not doing as bad. But I was doing bad in my world. But there's always someone else who's doing worse than you. So, but I will say this story really, that experience really taught me a lot about, what you put out and receive back into what you put out, you receive it many times tenfold over back from the universe. So after I had sent out that money order to the animal shelter, when I tell you a couple weeks later, I received a check in the mail for $348. I will never forget that. I guess at some point I overpaid in copay fees. So I got that money back, and when I tell you I was ecstatic, I was so happy, and I just realized, my life did start to change. I ended up getting a substantial raise at work, and I just had all of these blessings that just started to pour in because I feel like it all was related to my giving back to the animal shelter. And I do, it's one of the causes that I do support. I do support the local animal shelter here because, and another thing, it's a no-kill shelter. And I'm all for the animals because they're very helpless too. The animals and the elderly and children. Okay, but yeah. So give back your time when you can. Give back what you can. I feel like there's some of you out there. You are honestly you're overextending yourself. So you can't do so much in such a short amount of time. You have to learn to spread things out. You cannot wear yourself thin. So, trying to help everyone here and there. You have to do this in moderation. Okay, and this is what, an issue that you have. So some of us are not giving enough, and some of us are giving too much. All right, so this is all about, doing what you feel is right, and it's, and you don't have to give. You don't have to give everything, but it's about sharing. So it says, give joyfully to the organizations and people who spiritually support and inspire you, and know that your generosity will be returned to you manyfold in miraculous ways. The time, supplies, money, or other resources you donate will ensure that your positive energy multiplies. So, yeah, and I'm sure some of you, I feel like someone out there gives back so much, and they do. You get so much back in return, but this could be wearing on you mentally. So, in the near future, try to work on that, whether you're giving too much or not giving enough. Some of you may be giving too much to relationships or too focused on trying to build relationships and connections, and this could be wearing on you too as well. So I feel like, though, in the near future, this will be something that you work on. I feel like you're going to accomplish this, and even if you're not giving back anything right now, I feel in the near future, this may very well be in December. I feel like for a lot of you, it's going to be in December. You're going to do something that really touches you spiritually, and you're going to receive some blessings. You really will. I feel like you're going to be a blessing to someone. Someone will call you their earth angel or something you're going to do, and you're just going to impact someone's life for the good. Um, Also here it says relationships. I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. So it just goes back to I feel like it's okay to be attracted to these relationships and to these people, but it takes two to tango in a way. Relationships should be reciprocity. You give sometimes, and the other person will sometimes give too. It's like a back and forth in a way. It's just that one person shouldn't always be the one on the receiving end, because then this person will just look like they're just really just trying to take whatever they can get, and then someone here would be at a disadvantage. So, um, and also the universe wants you to know you really should be looking into having relationships to people who are good for you spiritually. Those people who are supportive of you. And that's what I was just saying. It's some people, they just want to take. So it's okay to want to attract those people into your life, those types. Okay, so we have wedding here. This situation involves marriage, and then we have temperance. Okay, so for some of you, someone out there may very well be getting married in December. You may very well, this may be something that was last minute. I mean, there may be an elopement, or perhaps someone may find out they're expecting or something, and the guy is just feeling this is the right thing to do. And, I mean, for some, I mean, this may be for a small few of you, like there's a marriage that could potentially be coming, or perhaps an engagement too. I feel like But I feel like the more masculine energy here may feel that there's some type of work to be done with this connection, because we have temperance. That means there's compromise. Compromise needs to happen. Someone here, it's like someone here may have you know, they may be trying to emotionally dive into the partnership, but at the same time, it's like they're holding a part of themselves back. They don't want to let themselves get too far ahead of themselves. They don't because they don't want to feel a letdown. So it's like they're only going to give a bits and pieces of themselves at a time. But I do feel like this person cares. And then you have another person here who's just kind of a little bit freer thinking. They're just all for it. But I feel like, but some of you will be getting married, and also I'm seeing a lot of messages here. Some of you are dating a person who's already married, or about to get married, or is engaged, or in a long-term committed relationship with someone you don't know. And so in December, you may just find out that this person has been two-timing in a way. There are some others of you, you may have fantasies. You may meet someone whom you may see as a marriage partner, a potential marriage partner. And so you sort of let yourself get carried away fantasizing about this person. Uh, some others of you, you may literally have a crush on a married person. You're going to meet someone who's already married. You don't know they're married, but you're just going to have this crush about them, this crush on them, and you're just going to, I mean, I feel like it'll just be something that's a little bit fun, but I mean, to each his own, right? I'm not here to judge. I'm just here to give you a message, okay? But yeah. So I feel like though, for those of you who will be entering, some of you could be entering into a serious relationship. Compromise will be needed because I sense that you and this person have. I mean, your ideals. I mean, your personalities are very different. Your personalities are very different. You two could be from different cultures, racial groups. There's something different when it comes to your ethnicities. I mean, it's really, I mean, religions could be different. I mean, you two, it's going to really take like divine guidance, compassion to really make this relationship work. I'm not saying it's going to be very difficult, but for you, it may be a little bit difficult. All right, because this person, I feel like they're going to be the more, and this could be you or them. One of you would be the more ones that's really bound to their upbringing, and then the other person going to be more of a free thinker. They're going to be open to whatever. Also, too, I'm seeing here we have temperance because temperance really, temperance has to work with what they have. But this is showing compassion while you work with. This could be a relationship. Some of you may even, you may have someone come back into your life and they start to really expose their feelings. They're going to tell you a little bit of how they're feeling and, they miss you or whatever. I mean, you're really going to have to decide what it is you want to do with that person. But I feel like both of you may end up just, revealing that you two, it could be, I mean, you could say you love them or they could say they love you, or this could be like, an expressions of good emotions. I mean, that's what I see. So we'll just have to find out in January. I'm sorry to see what else is happening. But this is really for December, and it's timeless reading. But yeah, I feel like there's just, I mean, this is gonna be like a spiritual connection too. So a lot of you in December will have spiritual connections happening for you. Some of you really have the potential. You may even meet someone that you're going to marry later on down the line. This is what I'm seeing too. Somebody out there, you're going to meet somebody you're going to marry later on. All right, so that's all I have for group number one. I really wish you the best of luck in your life and your connections. And thank you for watching. Mom? Hey, Mom? I'm recording, okay? Okay, let's go to group number two. We have the highlight here. Let's find out what's going on for you in December. So we have partnership. What's coming up for you? I mean, a year from now, There's peace, playfulness, and we have the two two of wands. All right. So I'm seeing for group number two, there's an issue when it comes to you and your um, interpersonal relationships. Okay, and this could be friend wise, this could be your romantic connections, this could be your work friends, this could be school friends. I mean, real it's this is about how you're interacting with those who become a bit closer to you. I'm seeing that some of you are not allowing the most helpful people into your life. Some of you are allowing individuals who are doing nothing but taking advantage of you, and they're just taking from you. Some of you are allowing individuals with codependent issues. Some of these people may have addictions. Some of these people may just be an overall toxic individual, such as, they like to start drama. Perhaps they like to belittle those who are closest to them. Some of them may be abusive even. But I feel like these people are not the most healthful. Some of these people may even try to stomp on your career dreams and your, excuse me, your career dreams. And, so it's like when you allow these type of people into your life, it's not really going to benefit you. When you have friends, some of them may be passive aggressive. When you have friends, or even in your romantic connections, it should be about uplifting each other, not tearing the other down. So you really have to watch out for this. Watch out for who you're letting. Watch out. Be careful. I'm not going to say, just be careful about who you're going into partnerships with. You are receiving help from heaven and from a person who brings needed skills and resources. And perhaps you do have an guardian angel or spirit guide around you who's giving you divine assistance. I also feel like there's someone in your sphere, in your life. Let me know in the comments. Someone who is willing to offer you the help that you need, whether this is like a genuine friendship or financial assistance, but this person, perhaps you need to you may want to learn a new skill, or you want to work on music. I mean, this could be anything. So there's someone, you have at least one person in your life who wants to help you out. So it's okay to let that person in. Do not let, quote unquote, relationships or friendships take up so much of your time to where you're missing out a blessing. All right, so I'm saying a year from now, you will have accomplished in letting those who truly value you into your life. This may take a few months, this may take 5 months, this may take a year for some, this may take a bit longer than a year for you to get out of the habits of letting those into your life who's not really benefiting you positively, and the other way around. Because it's like if someone has codependent issues, it's up to them to resolve those issues a lot of times. I mean, they really have to help themselves, and they're not really about listening to someone. You may be the best person, but if they don't want your help, there's nothing you can do about it. Okay, so so I'm saying a year from now, I feel like you're going to be more spiritually aware. You will feel more connected to the divine. You're going to feel more connected to the universe and what the universe is offering you. I do see that you will have abundance coming your way. And I feel like in December, you're going to start to manifest your dreams more too. I feel like if you want to travel, you may start looking at this seriously in December. I feel like, so let me see. But I feel like really though, this is in relation to the partnership issues. All right. So I feel like a year from now, you may even be in a very healing partnership. But this is something that will start in December. Okay. This is going to be, this person or these people, these entities will come into your life in December, and a year from now, you will find that you're a much happier person who feels more whole. And here we have peace. It says, I am a being of love and I release all negative energy. So these people who are coming into your life, these people who have this person who came into your life, they may have you questioning your mortality. So you need to know that you are someone who is loved, and don't let what others may say to you bring you down. So just know that you offer peace. You are a peaceful person. Okay, so some people may try to take you out of your element. You can't let that happen. And this is what is the spirit guides want you to know. I'm a being of love and I release all negative energy. So it's not good to have this negative energy just pent up all inside of you. So just work on that. Perhaps you may feel like, because this is blue, this is relating to the throat chakra, so you may need to be more expressive of what you will not take in a partnership. If you know it doesn't feel right, then speak up and say something. Okay, so we have playfulness, and we have the Two of Wands. So playfulness to capture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So I'm seeing that for December, you're going to be feeling quite. I feel like you're gonna be feeling flirty with someone. You're gonna have someone around you. You just want to have a bit of fun with them. This will feel lighthearted, very lighthearted, and you may even feel like you may start to look at life in December in a more lighthearted way, and it's like you're just gonna be breezing through December. You're gonna be feeling good about yourself. But I also feel like you may even have someone that you're looking at, someone you're interested in. You're gonna want to text this person often, and I mean, you're gonna feel passionate for them. I feel like they're gonna be feeling passionate for you too. I feel like there's someone who's at a quite a distance from you that you would like to reconnect with, and it's possible that you will reconnect to this person. You two may send flirty text messages, emails. I mean, you would be in constant communication with them for December. Yeah, I do feel like this could be the start of something nice. I really do. But for now, things are just going to be more lackadaisical. Let me see. Okay, so for some others out there, I'm seeing that you may want to infuse more playfulness into your connection. If you're already seeing someone, you may want to infuse that with a bit of childlike fun. You're understanding that in order for you to have romance, it's okay to let your youthful side out. And it says to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So some of you may be feeling just like, you've been the adult for so long, it's time to just have fun. Everything doesn't have to always be so serious. I feel like someone here is very mature. They are super mature. Also, too, I'm seeing that someone here will be contacting you in December. This person may have a crush on you. I mean, it's just something that's really light. But this person will be contacting you. They may be in Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. This person is at a distance from you right now. It's like they're looking at you. They're looking at the fun times that you used to have together. So if you know who you think this is, hey, let me know in the comments. Or you don't have to, but I want to know. But yeah, so I feel like this person is looking back on the funds that you had. You may even be looking back on the fun times that you had with this person. So you may be thinking about contacting them. So I feel like, you will incorporate some playfulness into your life, your romantic spirit in December. I feel like this may be overall too into your life, but I'm really getting more of a romantic vibe from this one. So you may be contacting someone in December, but I feel like someone from your past or someone who's at a distance from you. They may be somewhere warmer, but the weather may not be like super warm, if you get what I'm saying. It may feel like it's fall there or something, or like late summer. This what their weather may be like. So This person really wants to contact you, and they're thinking about you. So this is what I see for group number 2 that's coming for them in December. I wish you all the best of luck in your connection. Thank you for watching. Okay, so let's go for group number 3. Okay, we have savings, we have no, we have forgiveness, we have religious factors, and we have the moon. All right, so let's find out what's coming for you in December. Okay. So I am seeing what's coming for you in December. All right. This has to do with savings. Okay, so some of you, and I'm like this. If I feel like I don't have enough of money saved up, I will start to get a bit antsy. I start to get worried. Excuse me. These things just start to, I have these thoughts that just really start to creep in and take over. And, I will admit, before I started meditating, it used to get the best of me. I would be in really bad moods. I am a Cancer rising. I'm also an Aries sun. So I would get into some really bad moods. I would just be moping around, when I see that account just dwindling down, I have to use the money for something. I really did. So, and I just learned that, when I have enough, it made me feel better. Okay. So I feel like for some of you out there, just going to say it, some of you, your self-worth is really dependent on your financial status and what you have saved up. It makes you, it makes you feel more secure. And so it's saying that in order for you to feel more secure, you have to start saving a bit more. You have to really watch your finances. You have to, and I know sometimes it's hard. It's not always easy to save the way you're supposed to. The message really is saying that, you should focus on saving because, really, this is how you feel secure. This is part of your self-care. All right, so it says, as you consistently save for your future is saved. You do your future self a big favor as you consistently set aside present funds. This is part of your self-care and path to feeling secure as you focus upon your life purpose. So it's like when you have enough savings, you can focus upon other things. So I know for me, I felt like I could focus upon other things. I could focus on like dating, or even just focus on, what it is that I came here to do in this world, in this lifetime. So, really, I was able to put my thoughts elsewhere. So for some of you, this is what is needed for you. I feel like for a majority of you, you should be focusing on your finances. Let me see. Yeah, for some of you, you're not really saving anything. You're not saving nothing. So just start to save even just a little bit, like just a tiny bit. I know it's turning into like this some type of financial advice, but this is what came out for you. All right, so we're seeing that for December, this will be a no. I feel like for some of you in December, you're going to continue to struggle with savings. For some of you, you're going to continue to struggle with starting your savings account. I feel like for most of us, I can relate to that. Saving just will always be something that you have to do. You're always going to have to put aside money into an account. So this will be something that is ongoing. If you look here in this photo, it's just, that divine being is just looking down saying, no, you can't stop right now. Some of you may feel like you have enough, but it's okay to still keep, continue to set aside money for that rainy day. For some, you're still going to try and struggle. Some of you may choose to eat out more instead of putting it away, but it's life. Sometimes it takes us a little bit longer to break those bad habits. And, some people, I understand that you may not have it to put into savings, but You can always start super small. All right, so you can do whatever you set your mind to. All right, so here we have forgiveness. It says, I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. So whatever happens in your something happened to you in the past. Maybe you felt like if you'd gotten up sooner or gone out with that person, uh, the accident may not have happened. Or if you had just kept your thoughts to yourself, this person would not have broken up with you. If you had, loved them a little bit more, they wouldn't have left. But I'm saying that for December, you will learn to forgive yourself. Spirit wants you to forgive yourself. You have to acknowledge that you are holding some type of resentment. I feel like you're holding resentment towards yourself, and even if this is subconsciously or consciously, that's what's going on. But also, I feel like for some of you, you are holding resentment towards another person, and this is something that you have to acknowledge and move on. Forgive. It's okay to forgive, but you won't forget, because when you hold resentment towards something, it really stops your flow of abundance. I mean, anything that could be happening into your life. I feel like you two have really saved up in resentment over a long period of time, and some of you I know will still struggle with letting this resentment go in December. But eventually, I do see that you're going to conquer this, and you're going to forgive and just move on. Also, I'm seeing here for, okay, so I'm seeing here for December, we have religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. And then we have the moon. All right. So what I'm seeing here, there are some of you who are, how can I put this lightly? Some of you here may be struggling with like gender identity or sexuality identity. Some of you, whatever it is something you're really struggling with, and this is really impacting you because you think about how you were raised. You were raised with these specific sets of religious beliefs, and you know that if you go against those beliefs in any type of, in a manner that is taboo to your community and to your, could even be to your country, that this would not be really for the best. You recognize that there's an issue there with how you see things now. Like you've grown spiritually. All right. Some of you are doing some things that's really no one knows about this. And like if your community knew, and this could be reading tarot. This could be something such as using divination. Okay, this could be like using divination uh, tools. Okay, trying to see what's going to happen in the future. So you know that this really goes against your religion. All right, some of you are really struggling with your religion and your spirituality. You're trying to, it's like you're trying to reconcile, what you were brought up into believing and what you feel is out there. Like some of you brought up believing that there's a certain God that you worship, and now you may feel like, you know what, I don't really feel like worshiping this certain God. I feel like I could worship, this divine, this universe, and I see that all it has to offer. And there's nothing wrong with being religious. That's fine too. But sometimes I know we just may have to take out parts of our previous religions and just go with that. And it's really all about what you feel is right for you. But I see that some of you are. I feel like some of you real reconcile these feelings and worries that you have about your religion. I feel like also too, like I said earlier, with your love life, something you may be attracted to someone of the same gender, and you may find yourself really just kind of just asking like, is this the right thing to do? I mean, should I, be thinking this way. I'm seeing that, somebody could be married. There may be an affair type of thing going on. So, I mean, it's about how you reconcile, how you acknowledge these, how you acknowledge these issues. All right. Also, too, we have the moon. I feel like for December, there's something that you have been going through. I feel like something for you in December. I'm not gonna say it's a bad thing because there's something that you've been keeping hidden, and it's really going to come to the light. If it does pertain to your religious factors, perhaps you may let your family know that you're questioning your faith. And I feel like you're going to have like a clearer mind on it, on this whole situation. For some of you may have been seeing someone, secretively, and this may come out. You two may decide to like just go public with each other. But there's something to do with, um, like faith and spirituality, doing what's right, what's wrong, taboo. But I see all of these around here for December. Some of you may even have a mother figure. This may be the mother who is trying to keep you with acknowledging this faith. I feel like this really is centered around, religion. I really do, because I can't really get the full story because I only have two cards here, but I can try and look into this as much as I can, but, I can't really spend too long on it, but um, I feel like for some of you, your love life literally will be focused around this, religious issues. You two may be from different religions. I'm telling you, I mean, you may be from the same sex. You two, I mean, you may fall in love with someone who's just so vastly different from you that you may have a hard time just believing that you should even, get with this person. I mean, some of you may be a bit stubborn. You may be holding on to your beliefs, and you may not want to, even though you may feel in your heart that this person is for you. But when it comes to your mind, when it comes to your thinking, you're just saying that, hey, I cannot go against what I was brought up believing. I cannot go against the family. I cannot go against my religious group. I just can't do it. So you're really going to be struggling. Some of you will be struggling with this, but I feel like, since everything is brought to the surface, that you won't have a long struggle with it at all. And then we have the moon here. Once again, it was really tying into religious factors. But I feel like with the moon, some of you will be doing some secret things in the dark. What those things are, you're going to be doing these things, alone. You may even be with somebody else. But, this is going to be something that is not, I feel like it's going to be something that, like, if your people or friends knew what you were doing, they probably wouldn't fully accept it. So right now you're just doing them, uh, behind closed doors in a way. It's like some of you are in the closet with your life. Okay. All right. So that's all I have for group number 3. I really wish you all the best of luck in your connections and for your December lifestyle and whatever else is going on for you in the future. I really wish you all the best, and thank you for watching. Okay, so let's move on to group number 4, the amethyst. Look, I'm already just... All right, so we have courage and ask for and receive help. We have get more information. We have regret. We have obstacles and blocks are lifted. So, we had 2 of these that came out for what's coming. Unrequited love, and we have the 4 swords. All right, so let's start out with this one. Okay, this one is pretty straightforward, but we can expand a bit on this one. Have courage to ask for and accept help from others. So I'm seeing for some of you in December, some of you may have been dealing with, you're probably a very prideful person, and some of you have been struggling in receiving help from those closest to you. Perhaps you may not have, at times you may have to borrow, or you may need extra money for a bill or for even food. Some of you would rather go without than to even ask for help. But, I'm seeing that it is important for you if you pray for something and then there's a person who is willing to offer that to you, knowing that because you prayed or you've been really sending those thoughts out into the universe, this came back to you. This person offered this help to you for a reason, that you should be allowing yourself to receive the help that you need. It's okay to receive. This really shows that you are strong. Just like this says, asking for help is a sign of strength, it's not a sign of weakness. As is accepting it as it is offered to you. So this does not mean that you're a weak person. I know you're probably a very independent person. You don't like depending on anyone. You don't like owing someone. You don't like feeling like someone have something to dangle, have leverage over you. I know, because I'm like that too. I don't like that. I don't like those feelings. So I know how you feel. You want to do it yourself. You are a doer. But it's okay, knowing that you have to understand, when you pray for something or constantly say you need something, and when it is shown to you, the universe is sending that to you. God is sending this to you, and you're choosing not to accept this help. This really doesn't, in a way, this really shows someone who is just too filled with pride. It's okay. It's okay to just, you have to lower that a bit. I mean, we're all human. So it's okay to accept this help. And it's okay to give help. Alright, so it says very often when you ask God for help, prayers are answered through other people. See, yeah, be sure to accept this assistance as well as give it to others as you are guided. Alright, so it's okay to ask for help. Alright, so for a very few amount of you, you may be asking for too much help. And you have to, it's okay to try and just do things on your own. Don't be so dependent upon other people. But I'm feeling like for the majority here, for those who've chosen group number 4, you don't accept the help when it's sent to you. All right, so it's okay to accept the help. This shows strength. This shows that you're willing to. So it's like when you accept the help that you prayed and asked for, this shows the universe that you are willing, you're ready. And I honestly believe this brings more abundance your way. It really does. And also here, I feel like there's an issue that you've been really having lately. You are having this issue of receiving. But there's another issue here. I can't really see what it is because we just have this cards. I mean, I didn't really pull that many cards for this one. But I'm seeing here that you may feel like, there's no end in sight, but I'm seeing that you really need to get more information on this issue because there's something that you're missing. There's something that you're missing. Maybe you're not thinking as clear about this issue. Perhaps you're letting your thoughts overrun you. But I'm seeing that you really need to speak to somebody else because this person may even hold, and this is all going back to receiving the help. This person may give you a new way of looking at this. Some of you may need to pray on it. Some of you may need to meditate. Some of you may need to, literally find someone to get more information on this problem that's deeply concerning you. I'm really seeing that, ask the questions, ask around, do what you can, because when you do this, you're going to find the help that you were looking for. And this is all going to happen for you in December. All right, so we have the regret card here. I know that I cannot change the past. Okay, so, once again, some of you, this may be some of the reason why some of you will not accept the help that you asked for, because there is something from your past that is really holding you back. You're feeling very regretful, and I feel like it's time for you to release this regret. It's time for you to know that whatever happened in the past, you can't change it. You cannot hold on to this regret. This will really keep you down. It's like, you may be saying, I regret for the way I spoke to them when I last saw them. You never saw the person again. Something could have happened. It's time for you to let it go because this is really blocking This is really blocking your energies. This is really blocking you from moving forward. This really is. This regret is, it's not a joke. This sadness, this is really, it will destroy you in a way. So I really do hope that I feel like in December, you will start to acknowledge that there is some pain there that you have to let go of. All right, I'm seeing something else that's coming your way in December. Obstacles and blocks are lifted. If you have, I feel like, see, yeah, it goes back to the regret. If you have been, it all ties in. But if you've been feeling like, you're stuck in life and you just can't get anywhere and you've just been trying and trying and trying, perhaps you've been working, very hard at your job, you keep getting passed over for promotions. Perhaps you've been trying to, like, what is it, lose weight, or, it could be any of those things, and you just feel like, you can't get it right. But I'm seeing that for December, these obstacles, whatever is stopping you, these blocks, there's something, blocks in communications. This could be with a person too, blocks in your thinking. This is all going to end in December. This will end, and you have abundance coming your way. So it says all your good personal work and your positive energy shift have overcome previous obstacles and blocks are lifted away. You will now experience progress and forward movement with your projects. Stay centered in gratitude to ensure that your flow of abundance continues. So yeah, you're gonna have, and that's what I'm seeing. I feel like something with your thoughts here, your communication. You're gonna have these obstacles that were in your way will be lifted in December. It really will be, and you're gonna have abundance come your way. I'm not gonna put that there. So now we have unrequited love, and we have the Four of Swords. So I'm seeing for December, I feel like, let's go back to those obstacles and blocks being lifted. Perhaps there was someone that you were seeing and you couldn't really tell if this person was into you or not. In December, expect that to end. You will have a better reign on this situation. You will get a clearer message that this person, I feel like this may have been someone you deem as goofy or just someone who's a doofus or something. But this person, you're going to see that this person was just playing games, or, you're going to see that this just wasn't someone that you wanted anyways. We have the Four of Swords here. And also, I'm seeing too that for some of you, you really felt like you was in an unrequited love situation in the recent past, but in December, you're going to get away from that and you're going to start to heal. We have the Four of Swords. You're going to acknowledge that this was painful. You're going to acknowledge that this person was someone who just would not accept your love, but you will start to heal. And here we have clearer skies out in that window in the background, but these swords are, above this person's head, above their first part, or the first half of their body. So literally, this is going to be something where, it's like you're going to be detoxing from this relationship or this crush or whatever it was that you had. You're going to separate yourself from the outside world, and you're just going to let it all out in December. You're going to start to heal from this unrequited love. All right. You really are. This is what I'm seeing. Also, let me see. I'm seeing that, yeah, I feel like this person will cause you to have like this pain here. It's gonna start to dissipate, because it's all about healing. Sometimes you need a good cry to let it all out. And I'm not saying this is not a bad thing that's coming for you. This is you, being able to see clearly, because once you're able to see clearly that something wasn't for you, this is where the abundance comes into. So perhaps, you will end up just, releasing this energy. And this will open up for you to, I feel like this really is going to open up for you to meet someone else in the future, in the near future, that will be for you. You may even meet this person. This person right here, you may even meet someone who will be a catalyst for you to realize that you was liking someone who just wasn't wasn't ready for what you have to offer. All right, but it's always nice to meet someone to help us to move on too. And you find yourself liking that person even more. You're just grateful that they came along. All right, so this person may even be a catalyst. They're gonna bring out all these good things for you, these feelings, and but on top of that, they will help you see the light. But I mean, if it's not even a person, but you still have obstacles. I feel like for December, you will have these obstacles. I mean, these blocks they will dissipate for December. But I feel like for a lot of you too, you will start to heal from a situation that really was, it didn't really have you in the best of places. All right, so this person blew hot and cold, but there's nothing wrong with healing. So I feel like you're gonna take some time out to yourself and just heal yourself a bit to get over the situation. Okay, so that's all I have for group number 4. I wish you all the best of luck in your connections. So you'll also be healing to group number 4. So thank you for watching.